You're inside of the Ena Esco Show on Magic 807, the sound of Black excellence. I got one of my good friends and colleagues in media in the building with me today on the Ena Esco Show. I am talking about none other than the general manager of the Department of Broadcast Services over there at MSCS 88.5
That's right.
FM,
That's right.
the maker of culture.
That's right. That's right.
None other than
Hype
my
me up.
East
Hype me
Coast
up.
brother.
Hype me up. Hype me up.
John Best in the building. How are you,
I'm
good sir?
good. I'm good. I'm really good right now. Like
Good.
this moment, Knicks is about to be in the finals, representing for the East Coast. Just school year ended. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So
You guys are on summer
it's a
break.
it's a summer break, but we still working.
We still working. We're
Right.
still working out here. And I failed to mention that John is our technical engineer over here at the Lowry Communication Center, taking care of all of our technical needs, this entire podcast studio, any equipment that you see inside of the Lowry. John Best has put all of this together, and I am so happy to call you my friend, sir.
But I gotta let the folks know.
Let them know.
Ena she's a student of the craft. A lot of people that jump into this podcast world, it's one thing they think, oh, I need a Shure mic and I need a camera that shoots 4K, X, Y, and Z. But I watched Ena. She came in the game and how she's adjusting. She's learning. She write notes. She's studying all this equipment. She done got in it, and now she's mastering it. And now she's seeing how important that back. She knew it was important, but now with that video element, it's a different element than just using Audition and all that to chop up the audio. That audio is a different beast, and she's been a student of the game, mastering it up to this point, and she's still going. And I love what she's done. I'm proud of you, Ena.
I appreciate
Keep going.
that.
Don't stop.
I appreciate that. You know, you have to get all of these visual skill sets down packed because we live in a digital age.
That's right.
YouTube, the #1 platform.
Come on.
One of the biggest payout, I guess, distribution platforms as well. A lot going on in that technical space right now. But I do want to start, John, with you and your journey, what you do. Talk to us about what being the general manager over there at the Department of
Broadcast
Services at MSCS entails.
Right. So that's why I switched it because everybody said, yeah, general manager 88.5 C19. Yeah, that's cool.
Like, what does that mean?
But it's more to that because all of the streams that you see that come out of the district, board meetings, press conferences, my hand is in all of that, right? I helped set up all that. We just did graduations. We streamed 34 graduations.
34?
Yeah, 34. That came out of my mind. But then now I can pass it off and let other people do it. But, that don't have nothing to do with radio and TV, right? So I want to make sure I put some value to not just being general manager of a radio and TV station, like streaming to new media, right? All that fall under the Office of Broadcast Services, but also having a mindset to look forward, like what's trending, what's popping in AI, what's popping in equipment, how, people not using the same cameras they used to use. Now, you can do stuff with your pocket. I'm not talking about your phone, but you can be lightweight. You don't have to carry all them big cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
You can do stuff with smaller equipment. So with that, in the addition of AI, it's game over. Right now, if you're not on AI right now, I'm telling you, you're going to miss something because we're moving away from the chatbot, y'all. You got to understand. Think about that. The chatbot was hot, but once you move away, you get your answer, you stop. Wait a minute. Something is coming where you're going to be doing work while you sleep. So that's another conversation. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. And you know what, John? You had the foresight to see streaming way before many others. How did you know that it would be something that everyone would be tapped into right now?
Because I was checking in circles that, if I was in person, they wouldn't let me in the room. But sites like, CNBC and some stuff that Apple was doing, just paying attention to what some of these top companies was doing. Then I said, hold up, wait a minute. Hey, with the internet, I can join different chat rooms and different groups on Facebook and see on YouTube what's the new hotness or what's coming. So when I saw that streaming, like, yo, we can go live on Facebook. I said, wait a minute, we can do that, add that to the station to give some more value. So now if we say we in the community with the community, and now we on the radio and Facebook at the same time, that just helped with engagement and help bring people to the station in another way. So when I saw that, I said, yo, yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of this and find out the equipment, because remember, just having a Shure mic like this and the camera is one thing, but using it to your benefit and how to stream with it and to take it on the road and do different things, that's where it gets, a little complicated. But like Ena's mastering it, and I'm sure in a few short months, you're going to see Ena take this to a whole nother level.
Yes, I'll do my best, John. Give the good people 3 of the top products that you would recommend right now for AI usage.
Right now, you got to use Higgsfield. It's a website called Higgsfield. You can do a movie in AI there now. It's the top. Higgsfield is like a one-stop shop. I can create an image. They say, hey, or I can take a picture of Ena. Let me break it down to you. I could take an image of Ena and say, okay, have Ena, on Bill Street with a microphone interviewing people, and it'll make that picture. Then I can take that picture of that and say, okay, now make this a video. Have Ena ask this person, how do you like Bill Street? And tell the AI to give the person the answer, have the person say XYZ. Now that's a whole video from one picture that I had of Ena that I have now transcended into a whole 10 to 20 second, 30-second video. Higgsfield is one. Number 2, which I should have said number 1, is Google Gemini. Google Gemini is the bomb. And they just released something called Spark. It's called Gemini Spark. Spark is where, I'm going to give you an example, Ena. I know you're going to eat this up. Your show, you come on what time? What's
11 to 2.
All right, AI. I'm creating an agent now. This is not ChatGPT. This is where I'm telling interns, let's say some real dope interns, that before my show at 11 o'clock, at 10:30, I want you to give me all of the latest news in entertainment. Or specifically, I want the top 5 websites that drop the top 5 topics over the trending topics, and give it to me in a 1.5-minute format so that you're not reading pages and pages. And then do this every day at 10:30. So every day at 10:30. You have your
show prep.
You got your show prep.
Yeah.
Or you ain't got to look for nothing. Or you can tell them the sites that you normally go to. You put that all in it. You telling it what you want. And then you translate that and say, I want this to be a skill. A skill is like you telling, it's taking what you said, get all this trending topics. So now it know when it comes back, you're telling it, okay, add this site to that. Add these 2 more sites and keep doing it. And then you schedule that to do it every day. Now, here's the catch. It's going to cost money each time it goes out, fetches it, bring it back.
What that money looking like?
Oh, that money looking like it's more than $19 a month. Put it like that.
Okay.
Because it's going to, and I think this is where the divide really going to come, because it's fetching it, bringing it back, fetching it, bringing it back. And they'll say, yeah, it'll read your emails, do all that. It'll write your emails for you while you sleeping. It's doing all of this work, but it's costing. And that's why I want y'all to really look at the fine print when you look at Google Gemini. Like, I use the Ultra plan, and you need to look at it at that, because they got a plan that they dropping that's $100 that'll let you do all what I said. But right now it's good. But I think in a few months that's where the money gonna be. You paying for each time you go ask it to do something.
That water usage is running.
Come on.
AI.
Come on.
So that's Higgsfield, Google Gemini, one more.
One more, I would say,
A oldie but goodie, maybe.
See, it's hard.
They keep changing.
I'm gonna tell you the one I love is Runway ML. That's the name of the site. Runway ML. Okay, it's a platform that's called Seed Dance 2.0. That's where they make the videos, the fight videos, reincarnate stuff. Their quality is exceptional, right? But Seed Dance is, I think it's the best video generator right now. But Google just dropped Omni last week, and they trying to say Omni and Seed Dance is the same. But on Runway, I got unlimited credit, so I can create a lot of videos. So that's why I like Runway. The quality is exceptional. But, everybody's trying to see who's got the hotness, but a lot of these sites are using the same stuff. But you got to look at the pay structure, because you paying $19 a month. You got to look at what that gets you, because people are burning through these credits real fast. Okay. So that's why I said with the onslaught of AI agents, that's going to cost a little more.
Now, I know people book you to handle their streaming that they want. Do you stream? Are you on Discord and all of the streaming services?
If I had the time, but I'm somebody hit me up and said they were told they stopped the live stream that they were doing to call me and say, John, you got to do a podcast. You got to put yourself out there more. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, the time.
What if you had a camera following you around all day? Now
that could be dope. That would be that would be dope, and then that way I need to do that, because people don't think that, they just think all I do is play music and be on the radio, and I'm like, y'all got me messed
when
up.
When those mics off, it's a lot
going on.
Come on,
it's a lot going on. And then to practice, and you know how it is, Ena, when you were sharpening your craft, you looking at microphones, you trying to see how it sound. You don't want, just because somebody said, yeah, I got a Shure mic, but if it's not tuned right, you can have an expensive mic, but your sound is jacked up. So I'm spending time, measuring, testing, tweaking, and all that, and that takes time. And looking for music, getting music, and man, it's not enough hours in the day.
I just need a camera following you around all day.
We need to make that happen. We need to do that
on all platforms, so we can get some of that good behind the scenes. Yes. Now, we know that you're over there at MSCS. It's a lot of changes happening. The state is taking over.
The takeover.
I know this has been a long, drawn-out ordeal for you all, but now it is happening. They've selected 8 people to oversee the board.
Right, they got one more. It's 9. They just haven't named the 9th person.
Who you
yet.
think the 9th person will be?
I don't know. And I really, I don't care. You know why?
Why?
We got to teach these children, regardless of who is at the top, right? So, and that's one thing I'm looking dead at the folks that's watching this. No matter who's at the top, you got to remember, it's teachers in the classrooms getting it done every day who may not even think about board members and advisory boards and superintendents, because they're on the ground level with our students. They have a job to do. Just like me, no matter who's at the top, I still have a job to do until they say, John, your services are no longer needed. I'm going to go hard each and every day, because if we don't do it for our children, who will?
Okay, and the wild card would be, the big gotcha would be, is if Dr. Marie Fagans is that 9th person. Do you think that's why they holding out John Best?
I don't know, but anything is possible, and if they pick her, okay, but we still got work to do, right?
We still got work
to
do.
So, but I don't know how that, I think, is it Sexton, one of them that got the last pick. So you got to look at what's that dynamic, what's that relationship dynamic, and you got to look at the 8. And like a lot of people are saying, they don't have nobody that's financially strong with the finance background.
So we need that piece.
That's what some people are saying. That's I'm so focused on the work, I just hear stuff in the wind. But somebody was saying that we needed maybe an educator, some kind of educator that was big in education to be on the board. Other than Dorsey Hobson, we know he was a former superintendent, but people were saying academically, we may need somebody from that academia to be on that advisory board.
And is the state choosing the board, oversight board?
The governor, I think, picked 5. He picked the first 5. Lieutenant governor, and I think the speaker or somebody else, they get to pick two each.
And this last one will be one of the speakers picking.
Yeah, I think it's the speaker's pick. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm wondering why we waiting on everybody waiting like
Yeah.
who's gonna be the last person.
Yeah.
But the governor picked 5, lieutenant governor 2, and I think the speaker gets 2. I'm not sure, something like that.
Wow, state takeover in full effect. I got the maker of culture in the building with me on the Ena Esco Show, John Best in the building.
Esco Show.
And check it out, John. Outside of the state takeover at MSCS,
Yes, ma'am.
Politically, there's a lot going on in the city. District 9 has been split up 3 ways. We do know now that Justin Pearson and Senator London Lamar, State Rep Justin Pearson,
Right.
are running for District 9.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people thought that was a huge, surprise when we saw London Lamar jump in the race. We knew Justin was running.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think this will fare? This entire District 9 race?
It's good. It's a good question because I was told, and then I had to look this up. They said that we're in the same district as the county that founded the Ku Klux Klan.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
Pulaski, Tennessee.
Pulaski, Tennessee.
Yep.
You heard that, right? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look at it like this. You got to look at what has happened thus far, right? They came in with the it started with TSU, I think. Then they changed the board at TSU.
Got rid of the president.
Got rid of all that, right?
Didn't want to give them their money.
Didn't want to give them their money, right? Then you see we had to have an audit. They called for an audit. They had the audit. They want to change. Now we got to come for the school board, right? Then I think they got the airport authority. They want something about that board, right? We know Elon is here. So I'm looking at all of this, and to me, it's theater, right? I'm watching like, man, this happened, then this happened,
A pattern.
then this happened, then I think somebody else ran for something. So I'm looking at this like, are we part of a plan that was carefully structured out while we was arguing with each other, Ena? They was on the side. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Watch them when this happened. And we was so focused on each other, tearing each other down, they walk right in and make moves. So to me, Ena, no matter whoever is going to be the person, you're going to have to play ball. The days of, I'm thinking I'm just this, I'm that. Yeah, you got to really learn how to work with people that don't like you or don't like the people you represent. How you going to handle that?
Yeah.
Right? So we need somebody that's going to be able to be strong. Yes, you could be pro whatever your stance is, but you still going to have to be able to deal because you got to get through them to pass anything. So if I'm rah, you don't think these folks going to remember? Yeah, I remember John, he was X, Y, Z in last year, and he want this bill to pass now?
Yeah.
No.
Man, I see total opposition once either one of them get in.
No matter, right.
If they get in, there's a bigger play at hand. They're following Project 2025 to a T. Probably 80% done with the plan.
Right.
What is our plan?
What is our plan, Ena?
What is our plan?
Come on now,
What
y'all.
is our plan? Because it feels like we're very reactive at this point.
Right.
Always on the defense at this point. And did you ever imagine that in 2026 that your voting rights would be in jeopardy, that you may be a slave again in 2026?
I know we laugh and we just talking about it. When I saw, I think it was Alabama, when that speaker or somebody said, yeah, if we can get rid of the 14th or something like that, and then you go read 14th Amendment and citizenship and right to this, birthright. If you're not paying attention when stuff happens, you're gonna be looking and say, how they do that? Where'd that come from? Like you said, they stick into a playbook, or to me, it appears like there's a plan that's in place, and it's every couple of months something happens. Then it's stuff popping off across the world.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Popping. We don't know everything.
Yeah.
Then it's like, well, man. Then I heard that the Federal Reserve, chairman, they replacing the person over the Federal Reserve with the money, and the person that they supposed to be bringing in is big in crypto. Then I was like, we got to get into crypto now. Like, it's so much going on, and our mental health, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be very important because hearing Ena say it, she's saying it, but what if it's some stuff like that that's really going to come to light? Even if they just say, yeah, you're no longer a citizen of America. Just think of that.
That is wild to even think of.
Think of that.
Man, and over there, overseas, Iran announced yesterday that they're not even dealing with Trump no more. They said, look, the Strait of Hormuz is closed, and we don't even want to talk about it no more.
Oh, yeah. And you see those prices is rising. And groceries. We haven't seen it yet. Oh, yeah. So that's why we got to get ready. Save your water, start getting your staple goods. Stock it up. And I'm not saying this to scare anybody. This is just you need to plan because we don't know what's going to happen. But if that Strait of Hormuz keep being closed, in the next 3 months, we definitely going to feel it.
I heard Cuba is shut down totally. They don't have any oil.
I heard, and they don't have no electricity.
That is unimaginable. It's like a dystopian world over there right now.
Yeah, that's what I need to look at because I just heard that some people in ICU died because they didn't have electricity. And they were saying that somehow we can help them if we wanted to. So I'm like, I need to do some more research on that.
And what's really important right now is how you get your news because once again, we talk about media. Both you and I are media professionals, John. And the way that things are going now is the current administration is taking over your traditional media companies, and there is pretty much a script of what they want communicated, right?
Right.
And we have to dig and find the real news now.
That's right. You got to really dig. And what if some of it's planted?
Yeah.
It looks like some of that stuff can be planted.
You just talked about AI doing your show prep. What if AI feeding you Trump messaging?
Yes.
Hello.
It's out there, y'all. That you really got to have your neck on the swivel and don't look at one source. Like I would say Associated Press, Al Jazeera, BBC, you know what I'm saying, Reuters. Some of these are the ones you need to pay attention to because they're not backed by certain, conglomerates. I'll put it like that. Yeah. So if you see one headline, run it through something. Ask AI, is this true? Is this what the main people are talking about? And it'll let you know. That's how you can use AI to the good. Decipher what you reading. Because a lot of that stuff, I think, is especially posts, that stuff is make-believe.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got John Best in the building with me on the Ena Esco Show. We talking our talk.
Talk that talk.
The Knicks are going to the NBA Finals.
Hey, I'm feeling good today.
27 years they will be playing my San Antonio Spurs. John Best is from the East Coast, baby.
Yes.
So, you Knicks all day.
Look, I'm not a Knicks fan, but I'm a Knicks fan now just because it's default. I'm from the East Coast. I'm going to represent New York over San Antonio. But don't get me wrong. They have the alien in Wembanyama. What the stuff that he did is like we've never seen nothing like that before. But I think it's going to test the Knicks to see, especially Cat. Karl Anthony Towns, you about to get tested, my brother. We're going to see what you made of because Wemby is not playing. He is for real. And his supporting cast, they come in with it. Even look what they did to the MVP. They made every shot he got was hard. It was tough for him to score. Now, I'm not hating on him because he's Canadian, and it took some brothers to lock him up, but that's another question. But I think it's going to be this is going to be good for the NBA, but it's really going to be good for New York because you see how we act after winning a playoff game.
Wow,
man!
I love it though. I love the energy.
Oh yeah, it's good. Look, it's somebody. I saw somebody said if the Knicks win, they said the Statue of Liberty is going to be floating in the Hudson River.
Oh wow!
You see, it's folks is like that. They thinking like that. They want to shut everything down.
What do you think about Jalen Brunson?
I think he's good. I like to see the father's situation. His father's on the sideline, one of the coaches, but he put in that work, and look where he at. Now, I know Minnesota is like, man, we had him. Or was it Minnesota or Dallas? They had him. They traded him. Now, look at New York. I think 3 of the players played on the same college team together,
Yes,
won
I
a
like
championship,
that. I like
and now
that.
they up here in New York doing
That's
it.
a nice
So
storyline.
there's some good storylines coming out of it. And then for me, being from the East Coast, New York needs something like this. You know, it's a lot going on, but New York need that. They big on pride. New York is some prideful people. Also with the new mayor, I heard that he said Mamdani, they said that it's gonna be where you can eat anywhere in New York for $26 because of the
Anywhere.
World Cup is coming or something with the World Cup. But think that's out the box thinking. You see what I'm saying? But New York is up right now. You know, Spike Lee, he going crazy.
I know.
But
Spike
New
going
York
crazy.
New York is about to be super
Yes.
lit.
So maybe New York in 7. I'm going for San Antonio in 4. But
Whoa, a sweep. Okay.
a sweep. Don't play.
Knicks is 6.
Look, Knicks and 6. That sounds cute. Now, you said New York needs a win right now. Hey, they just had a win with the Roots Picnic.
But East Coast,
that
that's
East
cool.
Coast Philly flavor.
Jay-Z brought New York to Philly. So
Jay-Z came to shut it down. What
Jay
you think?
did his thing. But here was my thing. I put out there, I said,
New look.
New look, yes. But here's the thing. The Roots Picnic for hip-hop heads. When you come to Roots Picnic, no matter the artist, Black Thought is on stage with that artist, right? Black Thought is the rapper for the Roots, right? I said, I doubt if Jay-Z is going to allow Black Thought on stage with him because Black Thought has been on the stage with everybody that's came to the Roots Picnic in the past several years. And what he does, he raps a verse on everybody's song that performs, whether it's the Clips, Busta Rhymes, Redman, Method Man. When they finish, they keep playing, then he spit a freestyle or a verse. Everybody loves that. I said, I don't think Jay-Z is going to let Black Thought on the stage. And I hadn't seen not one picture with Black Thought and Jay-Z on the stage because Jay-Z yes, he's a billionaire. He that guy. New York love him. But the pen game compared to Black Thought is not the same. Not the same. No.
Black Thought has a better pen than Jay?
Black Thought has a better pen than Jay. Oh, yeah. Black Thought is the most elite MC on the planet. But he may not have the beats and he may not have the exposure. He may not have the billions. But his pen game is notoriously tough.
Okay, Black Thought.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about Jay's disses? He dissed Nicki, Drake. Hell, he even dissed my boy with the Roots on the drums. What's my boy?
Questlove. Right.
But it was like tongue in cheek, but he did quite a few disses.
Look how I'm going to tell you this. For him to come out there, no jewelry, you know what I'm saying?
With the
fro. They said he used
the sacred.
The sacred, right?
Products.
That's Beyonce. Okay, bet.
Caroline.
So when I see all of that and I see Jay-Z, 30 years of, reasonable doubt, I think it was the perfect situation where he say, I heard all what y'all said. I saw the tweets. I saw the comments. I saw the podcast. I hear everybody talking about me. Here's my chance to go talk about the lawyer that was trying to, sue him. He touched on Drake. He touched everybody in a way that's what Jay-Z do. Jay-Z is notorious for how he do things, but I think you took advantage of that situation in the best way possible. People still talking about it. Look how many times Jay-Z's name probably was said.
He is in my algorithm right now.
You see what I'm saying? He's in mine too, right? All for just a freestyle. But now with all these internet heads that's like, oh, he said this. What I did like, though, when you look at the part where he said, where he was strumming the pain and he was talking about you die on the hill and the flack, when you go back and look how he talked about Lauryn Hill, Roberta Flack, and then the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and he said what's understood do not need to be explained. So that's where he's dope at. But see, that's Black Thought 24/7. So Jay has some moments in there that was like, oh yeah, let me show y'all I'm still nice too. So
do you think this is the beginning of Jay performing more?
I think we're gonna get an album soon. I think he got the New York concert July 11th and 12th, I believe. So I think this was a dry run for when he come to Yankee Stadium, and you know he gonna do his thing. Even what he did, what I saw at the concert, and we got to shout out. We got to shout out this. I don't know if you know this. The person that had the best footage of the show, Jerica Phillips.
She was in that.
Shout out to Jerica Phillips.
iPhone 17.
Man, iPhone 17 Max Pro, whatever it is. She even gave the settings what she used.
Yes, she did.
But her footage was the best that her stuff was better than some of the stuff that the majors had.
Still circulating.
So it's still going. So I think I saw she had 3.6 million views, and I'm like, yo, come on now, that's major. So shout out Jerica Phillips for giving us, those that couldn't be there, a crystal clear performance. So wait, do you think that was a wig
for Jay-Z?
Yeah. Some people said he had a lace front before. So Nicki, they said Nicki said he had the lace front
with the dreads.
Yeah.
I think the fro was his for sure.
Okay.
I think the fro was his.
Right.
It looked natural.
Right. But see, it's like we got to talk about, man, come on, this man, he ain't performed a lot, they said, in 10 years or something like that. And that's what we focused on. But now I wish he would have said something about what's going on in the country too.
Oh no, he's not gonna do that. I haven't seen Jay-Z touch politics. Have you over the years?
No, but he slick
was good
with
it.
it.
Obama though.
He slick with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why his 444 CD, I think, is one of his best work, because he was subliminally saying a lot of stuff. See, he ain't gonna come out and say it, but he gonna say it subliminally.
Same with B. She not gonna come out and say anything. Everything is coded.
Right.
Much.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna see a CD soon. It was good to see that he brought Beanie Siegel and Freeway and all of them back. So that was a state property. That was a great
property.
look.
They had a nice little reunion up there.
And look, I saw Jazzy Jeff say he put on his Instagram. He said a place called the Plateau is where everybody go from summertime. Will Smith said a place called the Plateau is where, and he said that's where that Roots picnic took place. So I was like, wow, that was dope, because you hear it, you're like, what, Plateau? Okay, now we see. It was very Philly, as they say.
Very.
Which
Philly.
Jill Scott could have been there though.
Yeah.
We love you, Erica. We love you, Erica. But
Erica was there. I didn't see it.
But
I haven't
Jill,
been seeing her performances though from the recent Roots picnic.
Man, I
Jill
wish Jill would have made it
with her new album out.
Yes,
and all the things. You never know what the politics are behind.
Somebody
the scenes.
said that she was touring or something. The dates didn't align.
Yeah,
and
right,
said,
Jill.
Oh, okay, I said okay.
We gotta look the internet and dig up the real reason
all the time
in this digital age. But John Best, I appreciate everything that you do for our community here in the city of Memphis and beyond, for just the media community as well. I know the students at MSCS appreciate you, and you all have been doing a great job with those students.
Thank you.
What is the name of the crew that you have, the media crew that are always highlighted online?
Right, we got White Stations Media
White Station,
Group, right.
Spartans,
right? Spartans on there. That's what I'm talking about, Ena. So they teacher reached out to me 2 years ago and just said, hey, look, we want to start something. Could you help? So I was like, okay, bet. I didn't know 2 years later, in about 7 to 8 million views later, that they would be out here being like that, So that's what we're trying to replicate through the district, and I want to bring them over here. I definitely want to bring my new news reporter over here to see you, just to let you pick her brain and help pick yours, because she got that sauce, right?
Is that the young lady where you took a picture with her and you tagged me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then that was the young lady that won the Tom Lee Poetry Slam, and I think you need to hear her poem you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I see why. But yeah, it's cool. I think right now media is changing the game. Social media is changing the game. New media. When Ena was one of the first ones telling y'all years ago, hey, new media, this where's that? IP. She was saying IP before a lot of people knew what IP was. So that's what I'm saying. When anytime you see Ena, if she's out, you need to go check it because she's always going to drop some gems that you need right now. Because like I said, just having a mic like this and a 4K camera, that is more to it than that.
It's a lot of work that goes into this, especially if you want to be successful in the content game. It's consistency. It's learning new tools, new skill sets. It's not just, okay, I'm going to do this real and I'm going to go viral. Like a lot of, you know, these Gen A, Gen Z, they just want to get in for a quick fix. And I'm like, baby, it's going to take some work.
Come on.
It's going to take some work.
Big work.
A lot of work.
And we're going to have to put some ego and title and, you know, we got to put that to the side. And like, yo, can we work together? Right? Somebody told me, well, John, you don't eat pork skins. And I said, okay, you going to let that be the thing that divide us? And our community dying, and you don't want to work with me because I don't eat pork, so you bring your pork skins to the table.
Crazy.
That's crazy. But imagine stuff like that happen every day.
Wow, less hubris, people.
Come on.
But thank you, John Best, for joining me. I know you got a busy day ahead of you, but you always make time for me,
come on now. Always do that. Always.
Would you like to leave the Ena Esco audience with some words of encouragement, some good advice, and also where they can keep up with your journey?
All right, yeah. Follow me on Instagram, The Best Jams, on X, The Best Jams, on Facebook, DJ Brother John. Also, don't forget this Thursday, but this may come out after. We got Sunset Skate going on from 6 to 9 at the Tyree Nichols Canopy at Tom Lee Park.
Is it now called that?
It was always called that.
Really?
You didn't know?
No.
See there? Look at there. Tyree Nichols' name is at the top of the canopy where we'll be skating at. So, and also another thing that I'm doing, Ena, and I know that you love to give back, I'm opening the door for local DJs to spin at events like this, just because I don't want to oversaturate it. I want to open the door and let other people shine.
Some new DJs.
Some new DJs and some DJs that people may know, may not. But DJ Mary the K, a female
I know DJ Mary the K.
She will be handling it, and DJ Kane will do the opening for her. But Mary the K will do that. And what I will leave with the people, your listeners, is if not you, who? Now, I know we love to procrastinate and I get to it, I'll do it later, and I ain't got time. You're going to have to make time, ladies and gentlemen, because the time that you think you will have, you may not have. And we love to put off today for tomorrow. What if you just attacked it today and made what you wanted to do? Because we all got ideas, and we got so much stuff we want to do, but we put it away. Oh, I'll do that later. Do that. Do it now. If not you, who?
If not you, who? All right. Encouraging words from the GM over there at the Department of Broadcast Services at MSCS. My friend, my colleague, media guru in the building, the maker of culture, none other than John Best. Thank you for joining me on the Ena Esco Show today, John.
I'm so proud of you, Ena.
Thank you.
Follow Ena, y'all, for real.
Thank you so much.